OCO is a rhythm puzzle platformer that would scream cool at you if it wasn't so calm and composed. It's an exercise in smart restraint and good taste that has the potential to soothe the most frazzled of nerves, even if it might leave your heart unmoved. It's a one-finger platformer where each snack-sized level is a tiny 2D planetoid, albeit a planetoid that looks like it's been cut out of a David McCandless infographic book. Your little dot scoots around each level until it hits a solid wall, at which point it turns around and scoots off in the opposite direction. Tapping the screen allows you to jump over obstacles and gaps. The idea is to make like Pac-Man and gobble up all the dots in a stage, with added awards for doing so in the briefest time and with the fewest possible taps. As well as the levels laid forth by the developer, you can also experience the creations of other players, or indulge your creative side and contribute your own level designs. The mechanics are fairly unremarkable, but they're only half the story. The other sizable chunk is its stunning audio-visual design. The game's clean, abstract aesthetic is accompanied by a minimalist electronica soundtrack that clicks and burbles in the background like a robotic heartbeat. Better still, this soundtrack is partly conducted by your actions. Each hop, dot, and jump pad adds a percussive effect or synth stab to the unfolding soundscape. Needless to say, OCO is a game you really want to play with the headphones on if you can. With all this going for it, you'd think it would be our new favourite game. We certainly like it and admire it a lot, but there's also a curious detachment that keeps us from truly loving it. Maybe it's because there's a remoteness to the action. OCO's levels are incredibly brief and barely interactive, often lasting just a few seconds and even fewer taps, at least in the vital early stages. Ironically, it can be hard to get into a rhythm with the game. As a result, you might struggle to really engage with it. OCO clearly wants you to dive back in and perfect its levels, aiming for a clean sweep of low times and minimal taps. But at no point did we ever really feel compelled to do so. It always seemed much more interesting just to tap the button and see what pretty formation of shapes and sounds was up next. OCO then is a game that's best played with your brain in a neutral state. It's a slick, stylish, and transportive audio-visual experience that begs you to plug in a set of headphones and zone out for a few blissful minutes.